Welcome to another day of 12 Days of Matthias, where we do 12 videos for 12 days with 12 different giveaways. Today's giveaway is a $100 Amazon gift card. Make sure you stay to the very end to learn how to win that giveaway. Now on to the video portion, the boring part before the giveaway. Today I'm going to be reading your comments all about your most awkward Christmas stories. But before we do that, let us ask a question for a future episode. What is something that happened to you that you tried to hide from your parents and either got caught or got away with it? Anyways, answer that down in the comments below and I will read those for a future episode. But now we shall start with your awkward Christmas stories. It was 2010, I think, and me and my family were planning on driving to my grandmother's house in the mountains in a 5-hour car ride, and we planned to leave after we opened the presents. We are about 3 hours in and it starts to snow. We keep on going for about 15 minutes and then my parents decide to turn back because it was way too much snow. So we had to stop at a gas station to eat dinner and we ended up spending our entire Christmas in the car. It was about 10 when we got home and we got to play with our presents until 12 that night. So you did get something positive about it. And it's good that regardless of what you're doing, your family is all together, so that's a plus. I knocked a TV over with my butt. Last Christmas, my grandma, grandpa, and cousins visited us. While we were opening presents, I got too excited and then I farted. I'm talking a loud one. So then I blamed it on my sister but failed. So then I just kept opening presents like nothing ever happened. Awkward. Every white elephant gift exchange ever. Who knew my aunts would be fighting over a pair of men's ultra tight Santa boxers and whoopee cushions? Me and my family were setting up the Christmas tree for a Christmas party that night before Christmas. I was like 5 or 6 at the time and I was so excited that I started doing cartwheels all around my house. Before the guests came, I attempted to do a triple cartwheel. When I attempted that, it went horribly wrong. I did my cartwheel into the Christmas tree. I had pines in my face. Most awkward Christmas experience was I farted when we were opening presents. I laughed it off, but everyone was staring at me awkwardly. When I was younger, I got a guitar for Christmas, so I started playing it really bad and started, quote, singing and taking poops and kissing birds. Don't ask me, I'm weird. Yes, you are, Team Nexus DE. So I was a really shy kid. So even though I didn't want to, my mom and my sisters forced me to sit on Santa's lap. I don't know why I was so scared, but after he asked me what I wanted for Christmas, I promptly burst out crying. Poor guy, he must have just been so confused under that fake beard. So the night before Christmas, I was about 4. I had a bunch of sweets. I felt perfectly fine until night. I didn't tell my parents I felt bad though. I got in bed while my stomach was shaking. My brother woke me up saying, "Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey," like he used to. I finally told my mom and I was in the bathroom and I threw up in my empty stocking. My mom gave me my sister's present and gave me her present. Her present was a new trash can, so I was really disappointed when she got the PS3. My mom switched them afterwards, explaining she put them the names on the wrong present. You got like a Dudley and Harry situation going on. You get a trash can and you get the world! A few years ago on Christmas, I found out my sister gave me head lice for Christmas. I spent the whole day getting bugs pulled out of my hair. When you're at the table and your whole family is there and then someone just asks you, "Do you have a boyfriend already?" And you say no, just awkwardly sitting there. And then they change the subject to school. So I have a couple awkward Christmas stories. My cousin would get me a Barbie movie every year for 5 years and then in a couple of weeks ask to borrow them. I think she just wanted to see them. When I was younger, me and my sister and my cousin always wanted to act out the nativity scene. I was married, pregnant. That speaks for itself. And last but not least, I grew up in a Christian household and was never really told about Santa. I've never believed in him, even when I was about 5. And we always had an ornament with him on it, and we always put that in the back of the tree, so I assumed that Santa was bad. Thought that for a while. When my cat jumped onto the Christmas tree and the tree fell on me, I broke my arm as it was a real tree and the log hit me. Oh, ouch. I got a nosebleed. I only got one present. It was a laptop though. How are you so bummed about getting a laptop? Some people get no presents. Mistletoe, me, ex-boyfriend, no one would guess what would have happened next. Well, what happened? Are you just gonna leave me hanging? When my mom got me my first bra, my brother kept asking what I got and I wouldn't respond. My grandma was making fun of me because I was so embarrassed, but now it's just natural. Okay, so when I was like 6, the Wii came out. It was getting close to Christmas and I really wanted a Wii. That Christmas morning, we went to my grandma's house first and she bought me a bunch of Wii games. So I thought, yes, I got a Wii. After I received all my gifts from everyone, I didn't get a Wii, and apparently my aunt was supposed to get the Wii for me, but forgot. I was really sad after a while, but then we left and my mom took me to Target and we got a Wii. That's hilarious. I mean, you ended up getting a Wii. That's a really funny fake out. Just get him a bunch of Wii games and then just no Wii and be like, what? Just play with the discs. You don't need to actually put them in the Wii to have fun. On Christmas, I felt sick and opened a present and it was an American doll. And then guess what? I threw up on it. Oops. Oh no, is she okay? When I was younger, I went to see Santa and his elves. I was a shy person, so I didn't want to go alone. My mom went with me, but I was still scared. So I just ran back to the car. As I ran away, I heard the guy who was being Santa say, oh, I hate those little kids. If I was really Santa, I'd give all of them coal with paper saying Santa isn't real. On Christmas Eve, I was outside in my frickin' footsie pajamas. So once I tried to go back in, I pulled on the door. It was locked. My uncle was the only one home. Of course, my uncle was sleeping still, so I banged on the glass door. It got to the point where knocking on the door so hard, it shattered. My uncle then woke up and ran to the door in his underwear, and he started yelling at me because it was my fault. Our house was freezing for like 3 days. It was Christmas Eve and I was 5 when this happened. So getting ready to pour milk in a glass and get some Oreos, but my mom stopped me and said, give Santa a piece of cheesecake and wine. So I did. I woke up in the middle of the night to see if Santa had come yet, but he didn't. I saw something way worse. My mom was in a slutty elf costume and my dad was a sexy Santa costume. Literally, that's what they were called because I saw the packaging. My dad was feeding the cheesecake to my mom and pouring the wine on her. Help. Oh my gosh, worst experience of all time ever. Ooh, cringe! When I was at 4 or 5, I kept taking my sister's presents. At that time, she was 12 and she just went nuts. I'm well into my 20s, but I live in Pennsylvania near my parents, so we took our Christmas family photo and my dad said he would just edit the photos and send them out if we all gave him the addresses. When I finally got my copy of the card, I thought it looked nice until I saw me. Apparently, my dad didn't catch that my eyes were closed, and to this day, my family and friends still make fun of me for it. Probably when I was just done showering, I was taking a shower and singing like everyone else, I hope, and I didn't know we expected guests for Christmas. Apparently, as a surprise, so I sang and sang, and the guests apparently arrived while I was showering. But that wasn't enough. I came into the living room wearing nothing but a towel, and I just turned my head like, oh, and made a velociraptor sound and ran off. I was 17. I was putting up Christmas lights in my room, listening to Christmas music as you do, and I was trying to get into the Christmas spirits. I climbed up onto my rocking chair footrest to put the lights on, and my legs started to shake. I tried to pull myself together as I took a tack and tried to push it into the wall. As I did this, the rocking chair footrest completely flipped over, leaving me on the floor listening to cheery Christmas music. What makes this awkward, you ask? I fell about 3 more times the same exact way before realizing that it probably wasn't a good idea to step on the rocking chair footrest, and nobody noticed when I fell. When my mom told me to cut up my little brother's food, but when I tried to, he kicked me in the crotch, and when I went to cover myself, I hit the table, knocking all the food on my plate, and the whole family stared at me for about 10 seconds, and then my dad finally said, I'm not cleaning that up, and walked away. My grandma gave me my clothes before my toys, and since I was little and knew sarcasm, I went, yay, more clothes. Then realizing my error, I went, yay, more clothes. So I was like 10, and my aunt came over for Christmas Eve and stayed over until Christmas morning. I took the smallest present I saw, which is what I normally do, and I opened it, and it was the ugliest shirt I had ever seen. I didn't know who it was from, but when I went up to my aunt and whispered, look at this ugly shirt Santa gave me, and she said, look who got it for you. It was her. The night before Christmas, we still do the cookies thing. When we came downstairs, well, our cat had puked and pooped on the cookies because he ate some and all the milk was brown. I went to a Christmas party once and we did a secret Santa thing, and when it was my turn to give my person their present, they stood up and shouted, I am Jewish and I will not accept your present. I just sat there like, okay, what do I do now with this present? Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, and a question of the day for a future episode is, what is something that happened to you that you tried to hide from your parents and got away with it, or they found out, okay? And now for that giveaway. Ooh! Today's giveaway is a $100 Amazon gift card. What? That's right, $100 to spend on whatever you want on Amazon.com. I mean, just go crazy, you know what I'm saying? Anyone in the world can win this one, so long as you have access to Amazon.com. If you're not familiar with Amazon.com, probably not much I can do to help you there. Also, if you ever buy anything on Amazon for a future purchase, consider using the link in the description below and it will help this channel out. To win this giveaway, all you have to do is follow me on Twitter using the links in the description below, and 2, tweet this video using the hashtag 12daysofmatthias. You can tweet screenshots of the video, your favorite quotes, make a meme of the video, a GIF, I don't care, be as creative as you want or be as simple as you want. That's it, I will pick the winners at random, and on December 13th, I will announce it on Twitter, so make sure you're following me. Hope you enjoyed the video. High five.